Hi everyone, my name's Jason DeWild and I'm the Head of Audio at the Australian Institute of Music. Right now I'm going to show you a little bit about something in Pro Tools called elastic audio. If you have a look at our session that we've got here, we've got a loop going, an organ line and some brass. So I'll just quickly play each of those so you can hear. So we've got a loop. Now there's our organ line. And there's our brass. Now, if you have a quick look at each of those, you'll find that the organ line and the brass are supposed to be playing at exactly the same time. But one of the problems, of course, is you can have a look here. Just if you look here, you've got the organ loop that is way ahead of the actual brass line. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this brass line using elastic audio to make it perfectly in time with the organ loop. So what we first do is we need to turn this track, the brass track here, into an elastic audio track. And the way we do that is we click into this little icon right here and we turn it into polyphonic. What this does now is Pro Tools will now analyse the actual brass track and create an elastic audio thing. And the way it does that is by putting what's called little markers. So if I go in here, they're called warp markers. I'm going to just move into here into warp view, right? And you'll see that where Pro Tools has actually put in little markers. It's analysed the waveform and put warp markers there. Now, the fantastic thing about this now is that I can actually now move the warp markers. So I want to make this brass line to be perfectly in time with my organ track. So what I can do is with the grabber of Pro Tools, just simply shift and move the warp marker. You can see that I'm actually now moving the sound to be perfectly in time with the music here. Okay? I'll just scroll a bit along. There's a couple of other warp markers that's been created. Here's the next brass line. As you can see, that's way behind the organ track. So I'm just going to move the track to be perfectly in time and in line with the organ here. Moving on again. Okay, so by moving each of these to be underlined, the great thing about this is that it doesn't affect the pitch in any way at all. It just simply applies what's called real-time time compression and expansion to the audio track. So now when I play it, perfectly in time.